Hola, this is a reading for Aquarius, Libra and Gemini for the next 7 days, and we are, I think, the 2nd of August, starting with Aquarius, then Libra, then Gemini. I'll try and remember to say timestamp so that I can put it below, because I know that I think Donna did it for me. I don't know if it works, Donna, on Patreon, that's why I kind of stopped doing it, but I'll do it, maybe it'll help. Let's start with the dice for the week. We have Virgo in the 8th and Mercury. Mercury, planet of communication, might be information coming through, there might be a lot in the media. Mercury in Virgo, I would say, is probably pretty critical communication. It can be that, you know, it's just, there's just a lot of information, there's a lot of details, because Virgo will want to discover anything, make sure nothing's been overlooked, check the details. It could relate to, you know, editing, proofwriting. It can be excessive worry as well. And we've obviously in the 8th house of intimacy, shared resources, a big house, sex, death, births, regeneration, can relate to debts that may come up this week, surgery, can be resolving disputes, legacies, inheritances. It's usually money that belongs to your partner or you share with your partner. So there might be kind of like a lot of worry, or there's just a lot of communication. There's a lot of people in this reading, guys, particularly for Aquarius and Libra. There's a few for Gemini as well, but a lot. I'm just seeing a lot of people. I don't know if there are new people coming into your life or there's just a lot of discussions going on this week, but I mean, Aquarius alone, out of 6 cards, technically you have 5 people, you know, and Libra, 1, 2, 3 out of 6. It's a lot of people, basically. I don't know why. So we're going to start with Aquarius. Aquarius, your energy this week is the Turkey Spirit in reverse, which is give with gratitude and grace, and the Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacle. I'm pretty sure you got the base of the deck, the Rhino Spirit, last week, and now it's coming out. So some obstacles here, basically. The Rhino Spirit tells you that you have the ability to overcome anything that comes your way. Now, it's interesting with me mentioning debts, because the Turkey Spirit, when it's in reverse, is someone who keeps a note of debts. This is someone who, you know, this is not giving graciously, if you like. This is if you have given something out, if you have lent money, for example, if it's specifically relating to money, you've kept a note of it. You're wanting it back, you're wanting what's due to you back, and that may be something that you're having some struggles with. I don't know if you've lent money to someone or someone's asking you for money, but it is a card of basically kind of giving to receive in some ways. So I don't know if that's you or that's someone else. It can suggest that there's elements in your life that you're not showing sufficient gratitude for this week. You're maybe not feeling particularly abundant. So yeah, let's just have a look at what's on the tarot. We've got the Page of Cups, 5 of Wands reverse, and the Queen of Wands. I don't know who's who here. The Knight of Pentacles, the Empress, the King of Swords. And he wasn't clarified. These came out with him. The a Virgo card, the Hermit here. I actually think this more relates to him rather than another individual. So as I say, I don't know who's who, but base of the deck is the 10 of Cups. I'm assuming there's some family matters that you're going to be dealing with this week, and it could relate to inheritances and, you know, debts, or I don't know why, you know, I'm not saying anything like death certificates or anything, but that, you know, it seems like big stuff here. The 5 of Cups is in reverse here, so it just feels that there's a lot of family members that you're going to be dealing with in this week. So we start with the Page of Cups. Now, the Page of Cups doesn't need to be an individual, but it can be a water sign child. It's usually a fairly loving energy. I'm actually seeing this more as maybe some apology that's possibly long overdue. It has been, I don't know why I've got that under there. The ship, this is basically a movement, travel. And it may be that this apology is coming through from the Knight of Pentacles, you know, an earth sign, because he's a saboteur, and it may be that the apology is in line with actions that someone hasn't taken in terms of moving things forward, or, you know, paying their debts off, for example, because the Knight of Pentacles is incredibly slow, or it can speak of this is to do with work. There's been some sort of sabotaging energy here. I don't know why I don't feel it's like, you know, really, really bad. I just feel it's like a lack of inaction, a lack of drive. So there may be someone coming to see you this week with the ship, clarifying it. But with this being in the 8th house, this can speak of, you know, inheritances as well. The Empress here, and I don't know if it's you, has got the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands is a card of not wanting to fight. It's also about removing competition, removing anything that's, you know, creating any discord in your relationships. And I'm saying that this Queen of Wands is coming in as a mediator. Now, she is in reverse, which might speak that, you know, you're not prepared to listen to this Queen of Wands. Maybe you are the Queen of Wands and you're not prepared to mediate, you know, but there is a desire here to, you know, reach a sort of, you know, peaceful conclusion on something. And she's coming in connected with the King of Swords. Now this can obviously be your own energy, but I very much doubt it. He's looking for a solution. He's the engineer in reverse here, which speaks to someone who's very cold, you know, pretty critical. It's not coming from an emotional space. He wants to reach a resolution, and he's using logic, fairness, balance to get there. But I just get this feeling that he is engaging the Queen of Wands to, you know, reach a compromise or a way forward with the Empress here. Now, it is great that all the people are upright, but as much as this is a very cold person who is looking for this, you know, mechanistic solution, he has actually got the Ace of Cups and the Hermit here. It's almost like, you know, what's hidden or what he's looking at is new love, or how to, you know, reignite passion in a relationship. I mean, the Ace of Cups and the Empress can speak about a pregnancy or a marriage, and that's maybe like what's hidden. So as much as he's coming across as very cold, he does have like a sort of like warmer internal, you know, like a soft underbelly here with the Ace of Cups. This is someone who may have done a lot of soul searching, may have been retreated from you for a while here. And I just sort of, because his eyes are looking this way to me, like, you know, side eye over to the Empress here. But he is clarifying the Queen of Wands. I don't know, there's a dispute between you and another female here, but she is the mediator. I feel he is sort of engaging this Queen of Wands, a fire sign possibly. So, or it could be, she can be a boss, she can be, you know, an entrepreneur. She's usually someone who's pretty sexy, confident, a Leo. I feel he's engaging her to bring peace, resolution, doesn't want to fight anymore, wants to reach some sort of agreement here with the Empress. It all seems to, like, you know, flow into the Empress naturally because she's the Empress. She's Mother Gaia. She can be the mother, she can be your mother. And she's a pioneer, so she's like sort of like seeking new pastures, so to speak. Doing something maybe, you know, really creative. She's also the Fool in reverse. Now that can be a number of things. Either she's not prepared to take a risk, she's, you know, in her sort of like, you know, peaceful, harmonious zone here. She's not giving anymore, quite possibly, with the Turkey spirit in reverse. She's maybe got some powerful boundaries with the Rhino spirit, don't come at me sort of thing. Or it can mean that she's kind of in kind of fantasy land here. Or she's denying, like, you know, an emotional truth sometimes when the Fool comes through in reverse. So basically, I'm saying, you know, that there's so many individuals, it's hard to see who's who. The Knight of Pentacles can relate to something coming up on the work front, or there's something being sabotaged that somebody needs to make an apology for, and it will be due to, you know, probably a lack of movement, how things have taken such a long time. And now this King of Wands, sorry, King of Swords is coming in, but via possibly, you know, a friend or a friend of theirs. Let me just take one more on her to try and, you know, smooth things over. Show me the Queen of Wands for Aquarius. The Queen of Wands for Aquarius. Who is the Queen of Wands in the Aquarius reading? Yeah, well, she's a mask. She's got a mask and she's got the man here. So I just feel like she's like a representative of him, but you might not know that. She might be kind of coming in to sound you out about how you feel about this guy, or how you're going to resolve your dispute. But I do, because I'm seeing the Mask here and now the Mediator in reverse here, she might have like a hidden agenda basically here, professionally or personally. She's coming in as a negotiator, but there is an ulterior motive. I don't necessarily think it's a negative one with her in the upright. I think she's representing this guy. Right, just let me see who's the relationships between people. Show me the connection between the Empress and the King of Swords. What is the connection between the Empress and the King of Swords? It's the Sun. So this is like, oh, okay, so we've got the bookie. So there might be some sort of invitation, a written invitation here, an apology, a desire to renew things, for things to be, happy and positive and joyous and prosperous new beginnings. But as I say, for some reason, there is, he's not coming in straight. He's sidey-eyed and he's using her to get through to you. He seems to be, he does have love. This might be like, hidden, but it's coming in this way. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Show me the connection between the Empress and the Knight of Pentacles. The Empress and the Knight of Pentacles. The connection between the Empress and the Knight of Pentacles. The Empress and the Knight of Pentacles. I don't know why I'm getting that. This could be a child, and it could be something to do with their car. Maybe they've I don't know. Maybe they've borrowed money for their car. They haven't spent it in their car. Their car's a write-off, or they borrowed your car. The Knight of Pentacles connection with the Empress. The Knight of Pentacles connection with the Empress. Stork. I really do think that's possibly a child. I mean, that can speak of like a promotion. So there might be something on the job front here. There's something very lucky and serendipitous. With the Clover card here, can speak of something green. I think this could be a child. And if it's not that, then it's to do with work. There might be like a job offer here that will involve some sort of travel. I think you got that message last week as well. So let's just see the connection between the Queen of Wands and the Empress. Oh gosh, yeah, hello. The snake. Now she can be like the other women. She does have an ulterior motive here. But I don't know if that's to do with some sort of apology. Maybe she wants to make an apology. Maybe she's been hiding something about this man. If she can be a third party, and it can suggest betrayal. Show me the connection between the Moon and the Rider. I'm not going to take them. They didn't come out right for me. But this can be like an emotional message, This is some sort of announcement. Again, it can be something to do with work, a job offer of some sort. Show me the connection between the Queen of Wands and the Empress. Queen of Wands and the Empress. Queen of Wands and the Empress for Aquarius. The connection between the Queen of Wands Queen of Wands and the Empress. What is the connection? Yes, well, we know she's a woman. Thank you, Spirit. She's a bear. Right. She can be very powerful, very dominant. Sorry about the cleavage shot. Can't reach my card. Yeah, no, bugger. Can't get it. But this can also be that there's some sort of deception around money or work here. So this could be like your superior. And there's the mask again. Show me the bear. Very, very powerful feminine energy here, and not in a good way. The bear with the snake on this Queen of Wands connection. The bear and the snake. Now the bear could represent, this is the connection. It's coming through as kind of like the rhino spirit, because the bear is big energy. It's can be obstinacy, but it's very dominant. So I just feel that someone's Ace of Swords. I don't know. Was it reversed? Show me the bear for the connection between the Queen of Wands and the Empress for Aquarius. The bear. Show me the bear. Sun in reverse. See, there's something that's not clear. You're not getting the full story here. This can be some... Oh, there's the 9 of Cups. And we had the 10 of Cups at the base of the deck here. So there's possibly something to do with a marriage here. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Right, the Ace of Swords is in the upright. Basically, the truth of the situation here is that someone hasn't moved on. Someone hasn't let something go. There may have been an affair. There may have been a third party. And somebody wants like some forgiveness for that. There's an apology here. But she's still one that you have to look out for. As much as his energy is incredibly cold, he does have some sort of hidden love here. It might be for the Queen of Wands, but I sort of see him coming in that way. Coming in sideways. Okay. Let me take you some advice, Aquarius, see if that helps. Aquarius advice for the next 7 days. The Stag, trust and thrive. This is about taking control of a situation, and the Warrior. Be fearless and stand strong. So I'm feeling that, you know, you may have some powerful boundaries here. You may be very intent in a new direction with the Pioneer, doing something brand new. You're coming through possibly as the Empress, which is all about, you know, creativity. You know, creating, birthing something new. And I don't know, maybe you're just in a really good place and someone who's, you know, done you wrong is seeing your kind of glow up and they're kind of coming in a bit sideways here. But there is information that's to come through, so, you know, keep, you know, just remain open to it and see. You'll know who you're dealing with. And that there are obstacles here, and it may be in terms of, you know, being able to give. Maybe you just don't want to give, because maybe you have given. Okay, moving on to timestamp 1701, Libra. Libra. Libra, you have got really beautiful cards here. You've got Dove Spirit and the Horse Spirit, which is be peace and freedom is yours. And on this, I heard Born Free from, you know, the theme tune to the movie with Elsa the Lion Cub here. So it might be something to do with, like, you know, safari or animal welfares. You know, I don't know. That's just what I heard. And yet, everything in your reading seems unrelated to it, bizarrely. So this may just be your energy for the week. You may be feeling, you know, very peaceful and magnanimous. And you've got some sort of freedom here. Because the Sun is at the base of the deck, which is speaking, you know, of happiness and enlightenment and vitality and energy. So I mean, and I saw 333 on that as well. But yet, I don't know if this is just who you're dealing with this week, because with the Moon, sorry, the Chariot in reverse and the Innocent in reverse, which is the Fool, there's a lack of progress here. There's some sort of failure in terms of movement. Now, the only upright character is the Lord of Swords, so that would be obviously an air sign, can be your own energy. I would see it as masculine energy. But I've also got a Lord of Cups in reverse and a Lord of Wands in reverse. You've got three masculine energies here, but one of them is in the upright, the Lord of Swords. I feel, so obviously he is the main character here, the Lord of Swords, and when he's in his upright, this would be someone who's, you know, is pretty capable, is pretty sharp. This may be a professional person you're dealing with this week. He may be a teacher or a judge. Now, he can have a pretty inflated ego because he is very, very smart. He's very, very smart. Now, I don't know if this is who he's taken advice from, the Lord of Wands in reverse here, or this is part of his personality. But the Lord of Wands in reverse is in this deck. This is an old fool. This is a poor counselor. This is someone who doesn't give good advice, who can actually seek out unhealthy advice. And I'm sort of getting the impression that this chap here, the Lord of Swords, is taking advice from the wrong people, because he's got the Lord of Cups down here as well. And the Lord of Cups in reverse, this is an insincere person. He can be a bit of a gigolo. He's disloyal. He's a corrupt partner. And then he's got the Lord of Wands, as I say. So this is somebody who's who lacks direction. So he's got his eyes shut here, and I'm thinking like he's like trying to like take in a lot of information and process a lot of information. You see this card here. I actually don't know if he's French, because obviously what I'm seeing is he's got glasses on, and I don't know if this guy's got, like, you know, migraines or sinus problems. There's a lot of pressure on him just now to, you know, make good decisions. But it's zooming right up to this orb here, and this orb obviously reminded me of this, which is an onion in the Four of Pentacles here, which speaks, obviously, there's a lot of layers to this. He's processing a lot of information, this guy, and it may literally be giving him a headache, because it's like he doesn't know where to go, doesn't know what decision to take. And I think the issue is he's listening to the wrong people. The moon, or it's called the moon chariot. This can sometimes represent an older person who's not aging well, who doesn't want to age, or kind of unwilling to, you know, change, but like Cronus energy here. But when it's in reverse, there's some sort of like blockage, there's a defeat. It can be in terms of just like, you know, physical movement, you know, not being able to travel. It might be an issue with someone's car, or it's emotional movement, because there's kind of obstinacy here. And this is clarified by this Lord of Cups, who's, you know, a weak and corrupt partner. So someone's emotions are really, really scattered here. I mean, this may be someone who is, you know, the Lord of Swords is speaking to, in terms of, you know, taking advice, and the advice is very, very poor. It's maybe someone who doesn't, you know, want him necessarily to do well or make good decisions. And as the Lord of Wands is similar. He's kind of like, he's clarifying him, he's feeding into him. And the Innocent in reverse, so it's the Fool card reverse. There's some sort of like, you know, naivety here. It's kind of be about making a foolish decision. It's also refusing to listen to good advice, and it's taking, like, you know, a kind of unrealistic escapism, fantasy type. But this is all locked down in the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles in this deck speaks about somebody who needs to seek help re business, legal or financial matters, because there's a lot of layers to it. And basically this chap, maybe he's trying to seek his freedom, you know, but obviously I'm reading that as your energy. He's trying to find a peaceful solution, and he's processing a lot of information, but ultimately it's unrealistic. He's not making any progress, and he's taking advice from, you know, poor advisors, basically. So I'm going to take a little bit more on that, Libra. I'm going to go Kipper. Show me the freedom is yours. In what way is freedom for Libra this week? Why does Libra have the horse spirit this week? Change. Somebody wants to move. This can be about moving house. It can be just about changing location. I think it's more about, you know, moving a bigger distance. It can be about, like, you know, moving away from a friend group, or moving from a family, or moving the family. But there is some sort of like breakthrough here for somebody. Let me see the moon chariot in reverse. Why is the chariot in reverse for Libra? There's the false person in the coffin. So there's the false person can be an actual person, and that would be possibly a water sign. This Lord of Cups, this you know, insincere lover, or someone is a, you know, a weak or corrupt person. There is a lie here. The false person is probably the Lord of Cups here, and or it can just represent, you know, a lie, something that's, you know, been hidden, because this is a failure, this is a defeat, there's something coming to an end here. Let's just go straight to the Lord of Swords. The Lord of Swords for Libra. Show me the Lord of Swords. Oh, that wanted to come out. So what he's kind of mulling over is a courtship. Can be a new relationship, or it's but it's any sort of meeting. One more for the Lord of Swords. What's on his mind? Imprisonment. This is someone who maybe wants to, you know, break free of some sort of relationship. Someone who feels trapped. And is looking for freedom, is looking for change, is looking, you know, is looking for a way to engineer like a peaceful exit or a peaceful move. Doesn't want to, you know, upset the apple cart. Tell me about the imprisonment. Tell me about the imprisonment. Justice. This could be somebody who's in a marriage that they don't want to be in, or they're trapped in some sort of legal contract here. It might be to do with work, and then they want out. They maybe just want a relocation, or they're trying to get a new job so they can move. But yeah, I mean, the problem with this chap is, as much as he's upright, yeah, there really is the possibility of a success here for him, if he takes the right advice, and possibly if he takes some sort of offer here that's going to give him some freedom. Why is the innocent in reverse? Why is the innocent in reverse for Libra? Why is the innocent? Right, so we've got the adjudication again. Can speak of legal matters. Bear in mind we are in the 8th house here. But is any sort of decision. It is an honourable decision with high honour. I've got concern. And the mature woman, she is in reverse here. This is someone who might want to, you know, leave their partner, or they're concerned about, you know, their mother or their mother-in-law. It's a good decision here, but it might be just good for one party, because for someone else, I've got a message of concern down here, and it's to do with bad health, the house, and the main female. So maybe a problem with property here. That can speak about, you know, a property that's got a lot of issues with it, or obviously can speak about, you know, the wife, the main partner at home, who's getting a message that puts her in a bad way. This is somebody who wants to break out of some sort of legal agreement or commitment that they feel trapped in. Shows the 4 of Pentacles. This is the seeking the help for business and legal matters or something. They're keeping it locked in or locked down. The main female. I honestly feel there's a masculine here who basically wants to get a divorce. They want to break free. They want to relocate. They want to change job. But they're trying to find a solution that's good for all parties. And they're really struggling with that. But they're struggling mainly because there is some sort of nonsense back here. They're taking bad advice. Okay, Libra, let me take you some advice for the week. Advice for Libra for the next 7 days. Advice for Libra for the next 7 days. Advice for Libra, next 7 days. Libra, next 7 days advice for this reading. The Medicine Mother, honour your inner knowing. Now, the Medicine Mother can come up when there is some sort of medical concern here. The She-Wolf, unleash the wild within. This is about going your own way. This is his freedom. This is no hold bars. It's rewilding, you know. Someone has an inner knowing here. Someone knows what they want. But it is going to sort of mean that they kind of like break free from the pack. Break free from, you know, groupthink. Do something that's possibly, you know, unpopular. Not going to suit everyone, but it is going to suit you. It is kind of like, you know, honouring your own integrity here. Born Free is your song, Libra. Go listen to it. It's wonderful. Okay, and next up we have Gemini. Gemini, you've got 2856 on the timestamp, Marina. The Dragonfly Spirit with the Hawk Spirit in reverse. Pleasure Seekers, Female Foe, Young Woman. Clarified by Despair, Cheerfulness, Fortune, Misfortune. And the base of the deck is Melancholy. Okay, the first message that comes through with the Dragonfly Spirit, Truth that Transcends Illusion, is that messages are trying to come through to you from Spirit. Somebody is in an illusion here. Someone is not seeing things properly. The veil is thin, the messages are coming through, and you're probably ignoring them because you don't like what you're seeing. It doesn't fit with how you want things to be because you've got the Hawk Spirit in reverse. Let Spirit be your guide. This is not seeing the bigger picture, basically. This is not, basically someone here has not got the a hold of the situation. They don't know the full score, and they're only seeing what they want to see. And that can be like someone who's, if someone's like really pessimistic and down, they can be seeing negatives when there aren't any, and vice versa, you know. But basically the hawk is telling you that there are red flags here. And you're like, oh, they're nice, pretty flags. Put some bunting up, you know. They're telling you to stop, and you need to listen to the messages that are coming through to them, whether you like them or not. You're not to dismiss them. You know, there might be messages that are not, you know, supported by, like, you know, the physical evidence in the 3D. It might feel illogical to listen to them, but you have to listen to them, Gemini. Because if someone is in some sort of illusion here. So we've got the pleasure seekers, which are my drunken idiots. There's a third party situation here is the upshot. The female foe has come through with fortune. I don't know if someone is like seeking a partnership or a relationship or in one because of the money. There's a young woman over here. Now this can sometimes be a temptation. She can be the third party here. And there's misfortune, some sort of disgrace around this. So I'm not quite sure what you're doing, Gemini, but I think someone, pleasure seekers can be, speak about longing, but I'm just saying that there's some sort of, like, you know, someone's in complete denial about who or what they're dealing with here. And someone's got a female enemy. Let's just start with her, the female foe. Show me the female foe for Gemini. The female enemy for Gemini. Please, Spirit, show me the female. Okay, I have to put my other cards back. Gemini. One more. Gemini. Show me the female foe for Gemini. The female foe for Gemini. That wants to come out. And something is possibly hidden here with the Hermit. Female foe. She literally could be some sort of fortune hunter here. Someone is not seeing clearly. Could be like, you know, somebody that, you know, you're completely smitten by, and, you know, you just look for the sun. There's some sort of light being shone on this. Someone is coming out. Bold as brass. I don't know why I'm getting it. I really do feel that this is some sort of like woman who's a bit of a gold digger. So maybe the Gemini I'm reading for is somebody, you know, who's got a lot to offer. Maybe, you know, they just went out in some sort of bender here. They've caught the eye of someone. This female enemy, either she's like trying to get her money back with the fortune card here, or she is someone who's seeking a man for his fortune. Because I'm seeing someone who's in, you know, despair here. This could be somebody who's went, like, who's been on the rebound, you know. Is, you know, maybe had a breakup or an argument from someone over here, and they've just gone out in an absolute bender for, you know, a day, a week, a month, whatever, and they've caught the eye of someone here, and, you know, they're not listening to messages from spirit. They're completely in their ego. They've had a really good time, and now they're in utter despair. Gosh, this feels a bit like that Taurus readings I've had recently. I've had the bunny boiler, and I've had, what was the other one? There's another one kind of similar to it. Show me this female foe for Gemini. The female foe for Gemini. guide in reverse. There's someone who's leading, is taking me the wrong way. This is someone who's, oh my gosh, she's literally a prostitute. This is someone who's places financial gain through imparting spiritual insight. Leading you up the garden path, whoever this one is, because she's also a prostitute and she's looking for material money. She's looking for money. This is, you know, this is a real predatory energy. That's connecting. Prostitute. Places material consideration, and she's a shapeshifter. So honestly, the Gemini I'm reading for doesn't need to be a masculine, you know, it can be a female-female relationship here, and it doesn't even need to be a romantic relationship. But there is a female enemy here, is a fortune hunter, basically. And they may be, you know, they may be very sexy, very attractive. They'll be the sort of, you know, person who'll do whatever you want, particularly sexually, but they want money. That may be something that you're coming to see. Show me this young woman in the Gemini reading. Oh, she's a trickster. Christ, both of them. Manipulating others through duplicity. And she's a goddess in reverse. Exploitation of the female form. That's why she's on her head, presumably. Don't know. There's some sort of disgrace here. Show me the young woman. The young woman in the Gemini reading. Show me the young woman who's a tricky goddess. She's the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords. And the Five of Swords. There's some sort of, like, you know, battle over this. But she's a new love. That's the truth of the matter with the Ace of Swords upright. I feel that somebody is, you know, stuck over here and discontented. Show me the pleasure seekers for Gemini. Three of Wands reversed and the Fool reversed. Somebody's just done something really stupid here, basically. They've obviously been at, you know, a low point. They've been dissatisfied in their relationship. But they're also listening to the wrong people with the Four of Cups in reverse, because this is a card of listening to gossip. And it's gossip that comes from people who are jealous of you. So now we've got despair and cheerfulness. Okay, that's too many. Star card reverse, Six of Cups. What did they come out as? Two Wands, Page of Wands. Basically, someone is now, you know, they've gone to the devil. There's been some sort of temptation here, and someone's taken it, basically. And now they've lost hope, and now they're, you know, nostalgic, missing someone, waiting on someone, and they're basically just, you know, messed up. Show me the misfortune for Gemini. Because not listening. Misfortune. Oh. It's the Lovers. A choice in love. It's a very poor one. This is kind of like, this is a cause and effect. Both of these cards are cause and effect. As Paris chooses the wrong lover. Well, you know, technically, yeah, this is freaking devil. There's somebody who's obsessed, and maybe they may have like some sort of sexual addiction here. But the Paris chooses Helen, who's already married, basically, because Helen parts her robes, you know. He could have had, is it Hera or Aphrodite? So one of them was offering him the world. One was offering him, what was it? Some sort of victory. But he basically chose Helen with her Ace of Cups over here. This is Helen, the tricky goddess. I don't know if this is one and the same person here. I don't think so. This is a third party. And this is in some way like some sort of disaster, because the devil's here. There's obsession, there's greed, there's lust. Okay, I'm just going to take you some advice, Gemini. But you need to listen. That is really good advice. You need to listen to messages that come through, even if they don't sit comfortably with you. Messages or advice for Gemini. Advice for Gemini for the next 7 days. Eagle again. You've got the eagle, not again. You've got the eagle and the hawk. This is to see things from a higher perspective. This is you need to zoom out. Now, it also comes through when there's a lot of ego involved, and I am getting that. Someone in, you know, felt entitled at the point, you know, felt words. It's like, I kind of fuck it. I'll do whatever I want. I'll have whoever I want. I'm going to have some fun. I don't give a shit. And someone is basically reaping what they've sown, you know. And then the air guardian again, crikey, shift your perception. Yeah, you need to. And the wise one, grow the fuck up. Grow within your current situation, is what it says. All these messages are trying to come through. Someone is in complete denial about what they're dealing with and who they're dealing with and who people are in their life and what they want from them. Because it's probably going to be an uncomfortable truth, not just about the people they're dealing with, but their own choices. Their own choices are poor. That's your air signs reading, guys. I hope you find it useful. Let me know. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.